I'm from Kenosha.
Oh, Kenosha, yeah.
You know, you heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Kenosha,
Kenosha. He's got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, welcome to Just 1 Cent, where we told you this week would be a little bit different. My name's Jared, and I'm here with Garrett of Silent Planet. I almost said August Burns Red. That's not y'all.
Oh, those are those guys.
Yeah, those are those guys. But Garrett here's with Silent Planet. We had this opportunity to do an interview with him today, and we just want to ask him a couple questions about his nerdiness, because I can imagine y'all get asked a lot of questions about your band, travel, tour, and everything else. So we wanted to do an interview where you got to talk about something different than normal. Are you a fan of comics and superheroes?
I think they're cool, and I was once attracted to this girl who was attracted to comic books, and so I tried to understand them.
So you definitely had a reason to get interested in comics.
Yeah. She definitely was that reason. And they're cool. I struggle sometimes to know which one to read first.
Yeah.
There's all these blurbs, you know what I mean? But it's cool. It's definitely like an art form, and I think that it's awesome. Apparently someone's making the Bible into comic books. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
So I that's pretty interesting too. That's not relevant. But anyways.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a comic, eventually.
Comic books, one person once made a comic book of our song Depths too, and that was cool.
What do you do to entertain yourself, like while on tour, like while you're riding in the van for 18 hours or whatever?
Ooh. I read a lot of Wikipedia articles. Call my mom.
Well, that's important. Shout out to moms.
I got one of those 3DS's, Nintendo 3DS's, and it has Super Smash Bros on it. And I'm really good at Super Smash Bros. So.
Are you a big gamer outside the handheld?
A little bit. I every time World of Warcraft comes out with a new expansion, I always try it with my friends. I don't last very long because I get pretty bored. But I really like killing other people that are trying to play the game. That's always been so interesting to me, that you can like ruin someone's day on the internet but not using mean words. Of course, you can get on YouTube and tell a local band that they suck, but that's stupid. Like I like someone's like trying to kill this dragon, and you just keep killing them. And so my character's name is Eating People, and she's a warlock, and so she does all of her spells, she kills them, and then she eats them. So there's that as far as video games go, and I love Super Nintendo.
Some of the retro games? I
got home from a tour 1 year ago, and I was fixated on getting a television and a Super Nintendo. I'm homeless, but there's a place I can crash at, so I keep it under my friend's bed. And so my television, I got it from a guy who I think in retrospect may have stole it. And then the Nintendo I got from this guy who's super hood, like tough dude, like you wouldn't want to mess with this guy. But he's like a legit gamer. He doesn't steal them. He goes to swap meets, and old ladies are getting rid of their granddaughters' games, and he gets them for like $2. And he gave me. I got a Super Nintendo, and I had to play Donkey Kong 2. The one with Trixie and Diddy.
Yeah.
Easily my favorite one. And so I had to get that game. So I got that game, and then about 6 months ago I had to get a GameCube because I had to play Paper Mario 2. And so I did that. And so I don't know, there's games like from my childhood of like 5 years old to like 15 years old. And those are very important to me.
You mentioned a lot. Which one of those was maybe your favorite?
I mean, World of Warcraft has always been really interesting to me. It's like, if you can manage to not get sucked into just the constant collection and all the stuff where like people lose their whole lives over it, there's so much creativity and like wonder in this whole like world, you know what I mean? And it's so fascinating to me that it's like the size of Los Angeles in a digital sphere.
Did any of those like influence like songwriting? Like, I know that sounds weird.
No. World of Warcraft has, and I've never just told anyone this. World of Warcraft has oddly it's influenced like creativity for me.
Yeah.
And what I love is the names of like places. Like there's this one place called the Strand of the Ancients, and like just in like they come up with like, you know, like because obviously there's so many like swamps and jungles because you can only do so many climates. So the way that they like name these places, you know, like the Duskwood and stuff, are just cool. Like they put an adjective or two nouns together and they create words, and I always thought that's really interesting. Zelda, I think, really expanded my young creative mind. So I think video games are cool as long as like you see them as art and not as like tasks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Do you have any like TV shows or movies that are like you recommend to other people that are on your favorites list? Or
yeah. Oh yeah, I really liked Mr. Robot. That was a really good show, and I just finished season 2 because, you know, wrapped up a couple weeks ago. And that was great, like phenomenal. How and a lot of people that work in mental health will say like it's the way that they work in his schizotypal disorder is really fascinating, and just kind of it's all like it's a parallel kind of universe, but the whole E Corp, like this idea of like that is our Amazons and our Walmarts, and there are legitimately really sketchy organizations that are controlling everything, you know, and it's cool that this show like takes this misfit guy and it has like strong female characters who do more than have sex, and I just respect a lot about that show. I thought Mr. Robot was cool.